I am Devyn the Hammer, a knight of uncertain ancestry and leader of the remaining forces defending Adrian's Keep. Demon spawn have battered us for weeks, and our final stand fast approaches. I wish for none but a good death, to offer myself to the Elder Star, and in my final moment, full in the defense of my people. Outside, the sky howls, but in the inner keep we sit down to a brief stillness. Each morning, I lead a guided prayer meant to reinforce our warriors' devotion to the liberatory path. I dutifully guide us through the prayer, and I hear my voice saying the words, but inside, I believe myself less and less. And in this torment, I have leaned much further into the heady embrace of Deathroot, without which I would never be able to sleep. And with every moment of comfort, my end comes much nearer. For Deathroot, as I should know by now, ends only in oblivion. Joining us in the morning prayer are 4 comrades, brothers and sisters in arms with whom I have shared 100 battlefields, and my son, Lewin, a knight of the kind you rarely see in this blighted world. And where else would his foolhardy courage lead him but to corruption? Just a fortnight ago, as we were pushed further and further back to where we are now, Lewin came face to face with none other than Marita, the despoiler, whose leash leaves a mark that consumes its victim from the inside with hellrot. Even now he bears his agony and his impending doom with dignity, nary a sliver of self-pity. How I wish I could have been a better father to the boy. But Deathroot aside, Lewin remains my greatest source of strength. We make our offering to the seer to obtain some knowledge of the enemy's movements. I take my bowl and, as payment for this knowledge, grind golden throne cuttings from a plant found only in the deepest parts of the dwarven tunnel cities. I burn the finely ground leaf and stem in my pipe, take hold of the seer's eyeless face, and blow the smoke into their mouth. Many died bringing us this plant, and their sacrifice enabled us to hold the keep against all that hell has thrown our way thus far. Because the seer sees all. Through the seer we learned about a plan by hell's forces to breach the keep via ancient dwarven waterways, the same ones that if followed over a week's march lead down to the depths where goldenroot grows. We decide to send a contingent led by Prime Mage Sam to block all demon spawn that may enter via these caverns. I tell her that I will accompany them temporarily to assess the situation and help set up our defenses. I leave Lewin, our second most capable swordsman after Dante, despite the corruption eating him from within, to watch the main gates. It was as I accompanied Sam that our tenuous grip on the keep and the world as we know it began to unravel. Erica, the greatest of archers, who once pierced the eye of Backfurrows from a league away to save the city from certain death, finally betrayed us. The seer had warned me that one who once shared my roof and my chambers would one day side with the enemy. None of us here have suffered more than Erica, and none have shown as much valor in their defense of Adrian's Keep. For these reasons, I ignored the signs given to me by the seer, rejecting what I did not find agreeable and curating only the lines that I could accept as truth. This arrogance would cost us, me, dearly. I abandoned all thoughts of assisting Sam when I heard the blast. It was louder than the worst thunder, shaking the keep to its core. I knew the sound well from my time in the Stygian River, a cacophony of corpse explosions, likely set off by the necromancer followers of Marita. Sam understood what needed to be done, and promised to hold the soul gate connecting the keep to the cavernous waterways below. I race back to the main gates, but I'm too late. Lewin's warband resist and are holding off the tide, but flesh and iron armor wither under the gale of exploding corpses. I see Erica down 2 guardsmen to either side of Lewin before nailing my son's sword hand to the wall with an impossibly well-placed arrow. I also see that Marita's corruption of Lewin is complete, his pale face already transforming as I rush forward as fast as my root-addled legs would take me, not 100 paces away. I see Lewin turn to me and I hear his voice. It is better this way. I think I see a glimmer of a smile on his face before he rips his hand off the wall and swings with all his remaining strength, not towards Erica, who is preparing to let fly another volley of arrows, but towards the bomb that we placed to seal off the inner keep, in case the Hellspawn never breached the main gates. I did not think it would be my son who would set off the bomb. I had fancied that it would be a proper death for myself, instead of a young light like Lewin, but fate does not follow the fancy of anyone, much less a tired old man in the grips of root smoke. The bong goes off, and I am enveloped in white light. I hear nothing except the voice of Lewin, still in my head, still with the gentle pride of an Iraqi warrior, reassuring me that his was a death worth living for. That night, we hold a memorial for Lewin, and though his death cuts deeper than any loss I've yet known, our people see Lewin's martyrdom as a source of strength of their own. To them, this is a gift, and I will not deny my son the chance to keep defending his people. We draw blood and join in a compact, our remaining forces taking on the name Lewin's Spear. There will be no sleep for me tonight, not even as I take in the warmth of the root. But now we've bought ourselves a bit more time to seek a good death, a chance to make another stand, and take our place as foretold in the hallways of Valhalla.